This is Trans Africa Radio.
The Ajay with If It's Lovin' right here on TARadio.mobi, the station of the gods, the Trans Africa Radio. You're listening to the Re-Up. My name is Ntokozo Botjie, Monday to Friday between 5 and 8 p.m. Central African time. This is what goes down. And tonight we've got Luendo Mwemba. If I got it right. Did I get it right?
Almost. Luendo.
Yeah, Luendo Mwemba, all the way from Zambia in the building. How you doing, G?
What's good, man? The hype is in the building.
Yes, bro. It's been ages we've been communicating via social media, especially with the group and all of that. And then you came through, you dropped a song titled If It's Lovin'. We vibe with that as well. Tell us about the beginnings, especially. I know you started this thing back in the day.
Yeah, back in college,
tell us about how it all started, especially the Urban Hype situation.
Yeah, man, if I tell you how it all started, it's actually funny. Urban Hype was a 5-member group.
Yeah.
It was started by me and a friend of mine, Kapola. He's no longer doing music, even funny thing.
Yeah.
So we like rap, so I was telling him, I think I want to do a mixtape. He told me of some studio near his place. I was like, I want to do a mixtape. And he was like, nah, you know what? I've been thinking the same, so let's do one together. So that's how, college, everybody laughing about it. This is how, in the dorm room, a bunch of us recorded a couple of songs. And, in college, we got a vibe, but obviously people are going to be hating, like, what are these guys doing, man? They're just time wasters. So the other guys couldn't take the heat, man. They couldn't take the criticism.
Yeah.
So they quit, and I was left alone. Luckily, I met FJ, who's the singer in the group, through a friend of ours. He's just gotten signed to a studio called So Good Entertainment.
Yeah.
It's like one of the biggest record labels in Zambia. So I used to escort him to that studio, and FJ was like, dude, this is your chance. You're not going to pay for studio time because I'm a producer here, so if you got something to work on, just give me all the work now. So as I was recording material there, man, one of the managers at So Good was like, you know what, you're not yet there, but you've got something going on.
Yeah.
And that's why I met Badman Shapi. So Badman Shapi he's a quiet dude, but he's super talented. He's the ragamuffin in the group.
Yeah.
So the manager was like, look, Shapi's not doing anything. You're just here, like, you're also an unfinished product. Why don't you guys get together, make a couple of songs, and let's see where it goes from there. So I talked to Shapi. We're like, okay, you know what? Let's do Urban Hype as a 1-album project. After we get the fame, me and you can go our separate ways, We'll be big enough to do that, you know what I mean? So
I like how you discuss it. After the fame.
After the fame, like, bro, let's just do this one album, get the fame, we go on way, get that money, you know what I mean? So FJ is a writer as well, so he would help us write some songs, would put some projects, and his vocals would always be in the back of our songs. So we dropped one song called Freezer. Yo, man, this song was like, it was like huge in the clubs in Zambia. And after all the love we got, we're like, I told Shep, like, bro, this feels good, man. Let's just do this forever. If you want to drop your solo project, we can work around it.
Yeah.
And that's how the first Urban Hype, which was me and Shapi, came to be. Then we dropped a second single called Chimbilimbili and Taurus Music from Kenya. Yo, man, we're heavy on the tweets and grams. So they just saw the buzz all the way in Kenya. Like, yo, I don't follow these guys, but they're all over my timeline. So the manager of Taurus called one of his executives in Zambia, like, yo, I want to sign these guys ASAP. So right before the deal, we decided, look, FJ has been there from the start. He helps us write some of the songs. He produces our songs. Let's put him in the group as well. So that's how Urban Hype became a 3-member group, and we got signed to Taurus Music. And after that, man, it was
the rest is history.
Yeah, man, it was just takeoff, man. We just after we signed the deal, 2 weeks later, we're in Kenya shooting our first music video. We were touring that part of Africa, the east side, man. It's been amazing. A year later, you guys were playing our jams, and it's been amazing from there.
So we didn't miss much of the hype.
No, man, you guys jumped on right when the hype was was starting to pop off,
And it's difficult, trust you me, it is quite difficult, especially because I've never left South Africa, which sucks. But you know what I mean? Then
now,
to catch up on
down to Zambia.
Most deaf, bro. You need to work on that. So you need to catch on to what really is happening, because I can just pick off anyone on the internet who just send me a song and says, hey, I'm hot.
Let me play this,
but you have to really go find some research and find out what's really hot, truly happening in the streets as far as Zambia is concerned. So at that time when you guys dropped, right? Who was hot at that time? Who did you mess up?
In Zambia, let's see. Let me take it back a bit, because people like to say Zone Fam. I know Zone Fam. They were signed to Taurus. Right before we got signed, they left the label. So people like to compare us to Zone Fam, like, yo, Urban Hype was signed to replace Zone Fam, but it's not even like that. But Zone Fam were pretty hot at the time. Who else was hot at the time? Makitu, Shefi, man. Shefi's been hot for a while, man. Yeah, those guys were popping off. Man, just to name a few. in Zambia. Africa-wise, I can't even remember who was popping off at the time, and it's been.
I think
been
there was a group in Kenya.
Camp Mula.
Camp Mula.
Yeah, Camp Mula was popping off.
Yeah. They were popping big time. Yeah,
they were popping big time. Yeah.
All right, so. What happens now? Are you still planning on going Beyonce on the group?
Nah, man. Hey, for me, Urban Hype is like my baby, man. Like, if you've noticed, everyone in the group has dropped a gem. I was the last one to drop a song, and I didn't even send it to that many radio stations because I was so against dropping the song. But people were like, "Yo, man, why you not dropping solos? Everyone has dropped a solo." See, the thing is, I figure we're a group. Let's get the group to that level. I feel we're not yet there. Like, we've made a lot of headway. We've cut a few borders. You know what I'm saying? But I want us to get to that level before we do our own solo project. So I was the last one to. If there's anyone who's not gonna go solo, it's definitely me. But we've sort of had a plan with the group. Like, if you want to drop a project, because FJ just dropped his EP a couple months back. That's because we're signed to Taurus. Now, there's a lot of people, label issues. There's a lot of people on the label, so you all can't drop your albums at once.
The same time, yeah.
We've recorded over 60 songs. We've handed over the album to the label. They were just like, you know what, guys? We love your music. Let's just work on this. Della was dropping an album, so we're like, let's push Della's album. Then your album is next. So we're like, okay, look, there's a little bit of a space. FJ, you can drop your project just to keep us buzzing. And we haven't dropped a single in a while, but FJ dropped his project. We've got some songs off there. So yeah, the Beyonce thing, I don't think is gonna happen. I know all groups break up, all good things must come to an end, but man, my biggest role models were P Square, and sadly now they're fighting. Break up here and there. But
sucks,
I like to think, we're gonna stay together either way. If we want to do solo projects, we're gonna work our way around it. It won't be like beef or whatever. We're more than just a music group. We're family. I spend almost every day with FJ and Shappy, man.
Yeah.
Shappy stays like 2 minutes away from me, so when I wake up, he's the first person I call. Yo, what's the plan today, man? What are we doing? So yeah, man, I think the whole solo thing, I know eventually we're all grown-ups. Money-wise, it might be an issue, like we all have responsibilities, but we'll try and work our way around it.
All right, awesome stuff. We have the AJ all the way from Zambia in the studio, in case you just joined us. Send us any questions. Are you an Urban Hype fan tuning in right now? Do the right thing. Find us on Twitter. It's at TransAfrica872 or at The Re-Up Show. You can also find us via that Facebook page. It's transafricaradio.net. And not forgetting, you can also find us via that WhatsApp line. Easier, cheaper, quicker. +27 7925 44329. That is +27 7925 44329. Don't forget to hashtag the Re-Up whilst you're at it. We'll continue having the conversation, most especially when we get back. I want to find out why he's here and how long has he been here for. Is he running away from something? Urban Hype and Silverstone. This is One Touch.
This girl be the baddest. She don't want my touch.
One Touch, and we got 1/3 of Urban Hype in the studio, the AJ, all the way from Zambia. Tell us this, especially with Silverstone, because I had just found out about him probably a year before, and then I'm like, and then these guys decide to drop something with him. I'm like, this is amazing stuff. What was it like? Because he's based in the UK, right?
He's based in the UK. Silverstone is a very good friend of Taurus Music as a label, and he's a dope producer. He produced the song as well. So he was
Silverstone Beats.
Yeah, he was in Kenya just before we got there. So when he left, he was like, "Oh, are the boys down there? Okay, I've got some stuff that I think sounds like them." So he sent a couple of beats. We didn't even listen to the other beats. The minute we heard this beat, we're like, "Yo, this is the one." And then we laid vocals on it, sent it back to him. He laid his vocals. It was a back and forth. We didn't actually link up. We were supposed to fly to the UK to shoot something there, but visa issues and a few things here and there led to that being cancelled. But we're still gonna link him up soon though. But it's crazy getting a visa from Zambia to the UK. It's especially if you're going for something like, we're just gonna shoot a music video. The embassy will have so many questions and they'll need this and that. So it was like a short space of time. We needed it in like maybe a week, and that was impossible. So the label was like, "Nah, let's just push this back a bit." But man, he's super talented and professional. Like we sent something. What he didn't like, he was upfront, like, "Yo guys, I don't like this. Can you change it?" He didn't even like sugarcoat it or anything. So that's how we tweaked it a bit, and we gave you One
dope
Touch.
Song. It was a dope song. Funny how they give you so much problems to go to England.
Imagine.
We should have done that with Africa in the first place.
I always ask them, why is it easy for them to just jump on a plane and come down here?
You know what I mean? They'll tell you, it's investors. You need to open for the world.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Anyway, we got a message here from Kulego in the Eastern Cape. Says, who is this Vaj dude? When did you start singing, bro? I know a few Zambian artists, but honestly, this is my first time hearing you, my bro.
All right. Yo, shout outs to you, man. I started music in 2013 professionally, but I've been in love with music since like in the club days, man. I was a rapper in the shower, man. Top 10 hits in the shower, man. I got like 10 number ones in the shower, bro. Yeah, man. But I started professionally in 2013, and mostly you haven't heard of me because I'm always pushing urban hype, man. I've only got one solo single out. Thank you guys for jamming it, and yeah, you will hear more stuff from me definitely. And shout outs to you for that question, man.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Shout outs to you, Nkulego. Huge shout outs to Tapiwa listening in Zimbabwe, saying it's the Re-Up dinner preps and he's just listening. So
yeah, shout outs to you, man.
Don't burn anything in the kitchen. But yeah, we have the AJ in the studio. So you say, should we be on the lookout for something from Urban Hype this year?
Yeah, man, the album is done. We recorded over 60 songs. It was, man, the process of cutting down songs was hard. You see, with music making, us as the musicians, there's songs that are sentimental. There's a song called I Love You. I hope I can sneak preview it for you guys if I can email it to you just now. It was one of those songs, all of us, funny enough, were in relationships, long relationships. Yeah. And we're just all going through like different phases. FJ had his own issues, I had my own issues, Shapi had his own issues, and we're like, you know what, let's just make a song for our girls. They're complaining about, all these girls in our lives, because that's when the fame had just started popping off. So the woman is like, yo, where you at? I'm like, oh, I'm at the club. Then she's getting texts like, yo, someone's grinding on your man, oh, your guy's got a whole bunch of girls around him. So it was that time when you're trying to balance the whole relationship, life and music thing. So we decided to make a song for our ladies. That song was so sentimental, and the label was like, it's dope, it's a slow song. They were like, it's dope, but I don't think it's urban hype. Like on your first album, it shouldn't be there. So we had to fight with them to put it on, because like I said, there's sentimental songs, and then there's like, okay, this is a banger, no doubt you have to put it. So the 60 songs cutting down to like 15 was a process, because the songs like,
did the song make it?
It made it, man. We fought for it, like, yo, bro, boss man, we hear you, but this is that one song. Yeah. The one song that'll be different. So it was put on the album, but it's always like that. So the songs where the label be like, yo, this is a club banger, let's put this out. And then you're like, nah. Because even Skele, funny enough, our biggest song, we recorded that in like 15 minutes. That one. We're coming from a show, FJ made the beat, and then so there's a game called Sojo back home. I don't know, maybe you have, it's like, you play with border tops, it's like a circle, the aim is to get to the circle first. It's a funny game. So there's a move called Skelele where if you can't aim nicely at the circle, you can move to the side. So you just shout Skelele and move to the side so you can aim proper. So FJ was like, you know what, let's make this into like a club song. Like you're telling the girl to Skele near you, move closer to me so I can aim right. So that's how we made Skele. Yeah. That's how we made Skele. And that was like in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we're done. Everyone recorded their verse like, yo, I wrote it down. Because it's one of those easy beats to vibe to. Yeah. And then I told FJ, this is the one. He was like, nah, this is too easy, man. Let's forget about this song. We sent it to the label. They were like, this is the one. But we all thought there were songs better. But you see, so those are like, Skele is a club banger. Yeah. But they're songs that we love because of the sentimental value. You wrote it maybe talking about your struggles, your money struggles. You're now making a bit of paper, so you want the people to know there's that transition. But the label will be like, nah, see, your first album doesn't need your life. We just want club bangers. That's what people love you for. So it's a process, man. Cutting. It's a contrast
down. Though, because we listen to first albums like MT in South Africa, and he's put his whole life on that thing. You know what I mean?
The label believes people love this for club bangers, so the life story can come after like we get a whole number of people listening, then we can go into our lives. But we have a bunch of songs. The funny thing is, when it's time for the second album, we don't know how we're gonna feel about those songs then, because it's like toys. You get a toy, it's nice, but when you get a new one, you're like, yo, this
and you like the new one.
And someone will be like, that's a nice toy, till you see someone playing with it, you'll be like, oh, that's. So with songs, the same thing. We record songs, then when we record a new one, you forget about that one. So it's like that, man.
So out of these 60 songs that you have, you might actually have a totally new 20 songs again.
That's the problem. Because again, it's also where you're at in life. You want to tell different stories. There's songs, man. Like I haven't been to SA in a long time. There's experiences I'm learning here and there. I've learned a few, things here and there. I might want to put that in a song. So I'll be like, yo guys, we need to do something new.
Funny you bring that up, actually. I want to talk about your how long have you been in South Africa for?
I came here over the weekend.
This past weekend? Yeah. And how long are you planning to stay?
I'll be here till like sometime next week, man.
Sometime next week. What's the mission? Are you here to steal the music? Who you working with?
Yo, man, my mama needed a vacation, so I was like, yo, let's go to SA. Side note, I was also, I had my own agenda. Like, I might just use this to connect with a few people down that side. So it's like a mini vacation, but I'm also trying to connect with people down here. I'm trying to get some of that Essa vibe onto, just trying to cut a few borders here.
Yeah, awesome stuff, man. How's the experience? Because I live here, so
hey, for me, man, it's the cars, man. Like, I'm not looking down on Zambia, but you got beautiful cars at every corner, man. Like, a Range Rover back home is like, that's a dope range. I was telling my boy Blessings just now, like, if I see a Range Rover here, I'm just like, okay, cool car. I'm looking for, like, we saw a McLaren earlier. There's Maseratis. It's like, what's the area? Radio Corp?
Radio Corp. Yeah. That's around the West Rand.
Yeah, but like we've been moving around a lot. And I also have, I don't know if you know a girl called Shadaya. She's a musician from Zambia.
No. Who?
Shadaya
is her, yeah?
Yeah. She's here as well recording her EP. So
I told her to call me.
She's in Santon. She hasn't been here. She's in Santon. So I'm going to link her up just now. Might do something for her EP. So I've been spending a lot of time in Santon as well, just linking those guys up.
Yeah, that's where you see all those crazy people.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, the cars are just crazy here, man. The women, man, Africa is the most beautiful women.
It's beautiful.
I'm just saying.
And you're not throwing shade to Zambians, most especially. I was with a bunch of Spanish ladies late last year. Yeah. They were shocked at the cars we have here. Yeah. They're like, how the hell you drive more German cars than Germans?
There's so many German cars here. And it's nice, man, just the couches and whatnot. Blessing's been taking me around. He's my boy and he's been taking me around. So I'm learning a few things here and there. I want to learn the language, but man, there's too many clicks, too many.
It depends which one, though.
It's cool, man. Like, your language is too cool for me. I can't pick up anything, man.
I'm trying to learn Swahili and I'm struggling.
Swahili, though, I learned a few things when I was down there.
Yeah?
Swahili it's a nice language, man. It
sounds like I'm going to take someone's girl.
Right? Yeah.
You know
it sounds a bit like there's a language you have called Nyanja. Some words are similar, so I can pick up some things. Even if I don't know what you're saying, I'll be like, oh, you said that, or I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been nice, and hopefully I'll have a bigger, better experience. Still a few places I want to visit. Might head down south. So let's see what happens.
Tell us, especially because a lot of females are popping up as far as Zambian music is concerned. Are they running their world on that side of the world?
Man, it's, you see, with a female, I feel the one problem I have, before I answer the question, is females come and then they disappear faster than they came. But right now, I think it's the most females we've had in a long time. I can't really say they're running it, but they're there. Because Cleo Skin is one of the top artists right now in Zambia, and she's female. I could say she's also running some stuff. Shefi is like the biggest artist in Zambia right now, so ladies, I would like to support you, but the gents is still got it. But the females, there's like Cleo, there's Bombshell, there's Wezi, there's Shadaya. Like right now, we've had the most females. Mumpy is still the queen, man. She's
they're winning at this current moment.
They're winning right now.
Yeah, because I keep on like whenever I'm like, where the guys in Zambia?
With the females, I feel it's easier to stand out because for a long time it was just a male-dominated industry. So when a female comes out, people are willing to push. Like they want to push a female
because there's no Instagram for guys. Guys, we can't win
crazy,
there.
Man.
No selfies,
right? Like man, like Shadaya, boom. She hits the gram, boom, she's got more followers. I mean, like, I've been doing this for a long time, man.
She just joined Twitter a couple of months ago.
There's a girl called Natalie Shade. She's in the UK as well. She's doing some things there. So, hey, man, being a girl, I don't know if it's easy like that because I know they've got their own issues. But
they do, yeah.
They're doing this stuff and they should continue, man. They're putting us out there as well.
What do you think about the Makanja Femix?
The what? Oh, yeah, the Click Viral. Shout out to Click Viral. My boys are doing. I heard it once. I liked it. I feel the females did their thing, man. Bombshell and Cleo always bring that heat, man. So I liked it. I need to give it a couple more listens. I don't like to judge a song after one listen, so I'll see. I'll play it again, but so far I like it. And Click Viral also doing good things, man. You see what I like about those guys? They'll drop a song on a video like just a few weeks later.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we Zambians are still not on, because I've seen out there in Africa, even world over, a song will drop maybe some days the video or just a few days later, and Click Viral on that wave. Roberto also tries to do that. Chanda Mbao also tries to do that.
Yeah, I was with Chanda last week. He was
man,
also here.
He's also my boy, man. I told him I was coming here. I was have a good time there. So like, I feel like Zambia, it's almost our time. Like, we have artists who are like almost at the brink of just blowing up, and with just a little bit of push, we'll get there.
All right, we spoke about the Makanja Femix, and you say you haven't heard it thoroughly. Teresa Ngambi, Natasha Chansa, Ludo Fresher, Cleo Ice Queen, Bombshell, all the way from Zambia. This is the Makanja Femix.
Nchito zako sikulangulile konzimbo zako zilomane
A remix to Click Viral's Makanja. This is the Femix, Teresa Ngambi, Natasha Chanta, Ludo Freshe, Cleo Ice Queen, as well as Bombshell, all on that one. What a jam, man. A huge shout out to the ladies kicking butt out there. Yes, you too listening at home. All right, then we have the Ajay in the building, all the way from Zambia. A quarter of, that's why I didn't do math, eh? Yeah, see, part of the group, yeah, Urban Hype. 1/3, yeah. Hey. Yeah. But anyway, we have you in the building. Yeah. Thank you actually for making this possible for us.
Thank you for making time. I know it was short notice, man. Thank you for holding me down.
Yeah, but we've got a policy here. I can't say it on the radio. I'll tell you that we got to move things around, man. We just got to move things around.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously, Urban Hype's going to be dropping something. Are you still going to be dropping something this year, or should people be chill out and wait for something maybe after the Urban Hype project?
Nah, man, I'm going to drop something real soon. Like I said, there's a little bit of a window till, because we're still trying to push Dela's album with the label. So we're trying to let her sell to the max and see, how far the album can go. So I feel if the Urban Hype album should drop, it's towards the end of the year. So there's a little window, and I've been working with a couple of artists like Brizzo. I mentioned Brizzo earlier. There's a friend of mine. He's in Dubai. He's an artist. His name is Foreign Geechee. He's Zambian, but he's based in Dubai. So when I got down here, I got a couple of beats from a young producer called Jay. He's an upcoming producer in Zambia, hip-hop side. So he sent me like 5 beats. I sent them to Foreign Geechee. He sent me a couple of hooks. So I might just drop an EP real quick, man. As soon as maybe end of this month. So
a whole EP?
Yeah, man. We'll see. Like maybe 6-7 songs, because I've already recorded I've got like over 7 songs of my own.
Yeah.
But like I told you, man, some were recorded way back. Even If It's Loving, I recorded it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I only dropped it early this year, but that's because it's got T-Sean on it, and man, he's on a wave right now, and he asked me about what was the jam we did, so I had to put it out. But I don't know how I feel about the songs I recorded back then, so we'll see. I've got a couple of songs, and plus the new songs I record, and like I said, we're still connecting here. I might do some Urban Hype projects, couple of my own, and yeah, I feel like I should drop an EP just real quick, just to show people my whole body of work, what I could do, see how versatile I am, because people still like, man, I'm in a group with a dance artist and a singer, so I rarely get to do the hooks. Yeah, it's pretty cool sometimes, because I'll find a song, only thing left is my verse. I'll get there, listen to it, I'm like, this is dope, do my verse. But people have been asking, so do you do hooks, can you sing? So I think my EP will be the answer to all those questions, and I think I'll drop an EP pretty soon.
All right, awesome stuff. What do you think about, because it seems like more and more artists around the world are dropping shorter and smaller projects out there,
I think it's more on the money side. You see, with an EP, you don't have to put the whole big marketing budget. You do, spend money in advertising, and it's like one of those things where you drop in songs. If it doesn't hit, it's not like it was meant to be a big thing. Like, it's just an EP. Even if it, for lack of a better term, flops, people will be like, it's just an EP. It's not supposed to be a whole big thing. But if it goes big, you get to use that Drake line, I murdered the game with an EP or mixtape type thing.
Funny you bring up Drake, because I feel like the projects that we speak of now, these small projects, as much as they don't cost that much money, as much as maybe it's just keeping yourself safe from those flops, I think it's actually a wiser way to keep up with the current status of the world, where people are just listening now, next week they're on to the next one. So in a year, Drake, the past 10 years that he's been in the game, he's got more than 50-60 songs out that he's released, and I feel like it's important for people to keep their consistency, and people keep themselves in the conversation. So what do you think about awards?
Man, I don't know how it is back here, but at home we had a couple of awards. Now we only have like the Culture Music Awards, the Born and Bred Awards. I think we only have like 2 major award shows, sadly. And then Z Music Creative Awards. That's like 3 major awards. Man, there's a lot of politics in awards. I don't know if it's the same here, but
it's politics all around the world.
Over. You see, there's songs that people expect to win an artist, and you feel, that guy got robbed. Then after a couple of months, you hear stories that, this guy already knew he was gonna win. That's why he was so confident. And then, it
happens everywhere, I guess.
I feel like awards are nice if you win them. If you don't, it shouldn't tear you down. They're not really validation, like, you're the best artist. Someone out there is just, rewarding you for your hard work or your friendship. But I feel like awards, they matter, but it shouldn't be the reason an artist is, washed off or just say, he's finished or something. They're important for the CV, obviously. Like, when you're putting yourself out there, it's nice to say, multi-award winner and whatnot. But I feel if you earn them, they're nice. But if you have to pay someone, or someone just handed it to you because they're your friend or cousin, then, what's the point? I don't want an award if you're handing it to me. I
Yeah.
want people to say I deserve it.
Yeah.
We were nominated for a Zambian Music Award for Best New Artist. Wills won it. Well, he deserved it. He did good. I wasn't really sad about it because I feel like anyone who would have won it in the category was deserving. So,
Yeah.
like, even if you lose to someone you know deserves it, you know, like, okay, cool. Like, let's not lie. When you're in a category, you know, like, okay, I mean, these guys, I'm going to beat this one, this one. You know who the top contenders are. There was Culture Music Awards, and we won Best Group last year. And for a fact, in my heart of hearts, I knew we were going to win. If we're not going to win, I was like, okay, you know what? We're going to be robbed because we had a hell of a year that year. And even when we won it, I was happy because no one called us to say you're going to win. We didn't have to bribe no one. It was happy to give that speech on stage. So I don't know how artists who bribe for awards feel, because I feel like that's you awarding yourself. You don't even have to make no speech to nobody. Just tell yourself, thank you. I'd like to thank myself for having the money to bribe this guy or whatever. I feel it should be
I wonder
earned,
how they
man.
do that.
Yeah, man. Because people, I know artists who've bribed and go on stage, they even have tears. I'm like, bro, where are those tears coming from?
Yeah.
You paid for that award, you know what I mean? Like, I think, is it Ricky Rick who said it? If you paid for them, if they're paid for, I don't want them or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
same here, man. Like, if I have to pay for them or someone has to do, I have to do a favor to earn them, I don't want them. The nomination is fine, just like that. That's already someone telling me you worked hard this year and you're one of the, we have a lot of artists in every industry. For you to be one of the final 3 or 4 in that category, you had a good year and you worked hard. That's already a plus for you.
All right, awesome
Yeah.
stuff. Tell us about radio stations,
Yeah.
especially in Zambia. We keep on hearing we had problems here in South Africa, 90-10,
Yo.
and we hear a lot of problems about payola in the west of Africa,
know-
people paying to get their songs on air. What's it like, especially in Zambia?
Funny thing is, you guys were like our arguing point back in Zambia.
Yeah.
So South Africa, they're playing 90%. So we want that same thing here. For a while, that was our cry. So we're just like, yo, in SA, we're here. We didn't know word got there that you guys are fighting for that 90%. So we started to push for it there. It's still a bit of a struggle. We have stations that consider themselves urban radio stations. So they play 5% maybe Zambian songs. Like when you hear a song on that radio station, like, wow, I'm popping off, or your song is, like I said, catering to the urban side. But it's a struggle.
What is the urban side? Because this
Yeah,
continent
like-
is urban people. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Like, I use urban so that
I know
don't
that's what they
sound-
do to chop you off.
To break it down, it's like the rich people, the uptown people. Then the other side is the ghettos, down in the ghettos, the combones and all that stuff. But yo, man, we try to make music for everyone. But I think it's the same even in Zambia as here. We're trying to fight for that 90%. Some stations, some big stations have jumped onto it. Some are still playing, 50-50, but because there's struggles from artists saying, look, how'd you get Drake drops a song today, he didn't email you the song, but you're playing it, I'll email you and you don't play my song. There's such struggles, but again, it goes back to the artist. So I'll blame us here now. I'm not trying to just blame you guys, radio stations. Presentation is very important. I know I'm a victim of that when I emailed you just the other day, but I'm gonna put it out there. Yeah, I did. I'm a victim of it. You have to present yourself. When you email, everything has to be in order. You have to send it the right way. You probably get like 1,000 emails. So if let's say a random guy just emails you, oh, I'm this guy from wherever, the pictures are low quality, the guy's image is looking like he just woke up, there's broken English. I'm not saying English is a measure of intelligence, but if you're going to use English, use it right, you know what I mean? So there's broken English, it's not phrased right. Your song, there's no songs, you send a link like, yo, download my song here. I mean, how are you going to get played? So
I know exactly.
as artists, we need to also get organized. Then we can now fight you radio stations like, yo, bro, I email you every day, everything is right, but you're playing Drake instead of my song, you see? So it's on both sides. So I feel like as artists, we're getting there. The radio stations need to do their part as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take part of the blame. We artists also sometimes don't present ourselves well. Some people have insults the whole song and they don't send a censored version to the radio station.
True.
Like, yo, I don't know if it's your job to censor it. Maybe there's someone paid to do it, but I feel like if I want to get played, I should censor it myself and send it to you.
Yeah.
Give you less work, you know what I mean? There's 10 other guys who've sent uncensored songs. Why should you spend your time censoring my song? What's so special about it? So yeah, it's a 50-50, but we're fighting for that 90%. We haven't yet won the battle, but we're getting there.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
More and more songs.
Yeah, like you can actually, here's a fun fact. It was actually uncool to listen to Zambian songs not maybe 10 years ago. For someone to say, oh, I'm playing this song or I'm listening to this guy, it was unheard of. But you would play back home, you're listening to Sheffy or wherever. JK was big at the time. You're listening to JK, but in public, you're like, nah, I just listen to Eminem, G Unit, Lil Wayne. But now it's cool to actually say, yo, I bump Urban Hype, I bump Chandambao, I bump Brizo. Like, people actually walk up to us now in public. I'll be like, yo, can I take a picture. It's getting there. So
That's dope.
I feel like things are changing, and the radio stations have played their part. You can't shy away from that.
All right, yeah, and it's important as a people, most especially young people, because we lead the way. You know what I mean?
True.
I work here at the station, and it's tough. Because now I feel like I'm the gatekeeper as to what Africa sounds like, and I'm not god of music, especially us in the team here. You know, so it's tough to so that sometimes we just follow what's happening in different countries, especially when it comes to South Africa. We're like, okay, we are in touch with the streets on this side, but when it comes to knowing exactly what's really happening in Zambia, what's happening in Uganda, all these other countries, it becomes a difficult task. But also, I feel like we should stop as young people or people from Africa cornering ourselves and saying Africa sounds a specific way. Because I feel like when we say African music, initially, especially as Africans, we thought traditional music. You know what I mean? So Urban Hype isn't African music because they rap. Come on, that's exactly. He's African. He's making rap.
That's a very good point, actually, because I don't know, man. This, like you said, the sound, this is African, this is not. I feel like if you make music, as long as it's me, it's African. I can make country music. It's still me. It's still African music. What makes it less? I mean, look at Americans now. They're jumping onto our Afro beats, Kwaito and whatnot. They're not saying it's African music. It's still Kanye West on that beat. You see, so I feel we should just, be accepting what's coming out. You know what I mean?
All right. Currently, the single that you guys are pushing is Pagati, ne?
Yeah, Pakati. It means middle.
It means the same thing here.
Oh, for real? Oh, dope. So you see, we make music for the ladies, yo, man.
In the middle of what now? I'm worried.
Shout out to the G's, but you will make music for the ladies. So we're just telling you, come to the middle of the dance floor. Don't go too far. So it's like, yo, I see you dancing over there. Let's meet in the middle. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Come through. Let's vibe. Let's dance and see where this goes.
All right. Awesome stuff. All the way from the land of Chipolopolo. This is Urban Hype with Pagati.
Hey, what we say? One time for the gyal dem, hey, two time for the man dem.
It's got to be funny.
Pakati,
hey,
Pakati, Pakati.
Gotta love this.
Pakati, Pakati.
This is my jam, man.
It's a jam, man.
I know. I listen to it like it's not our song.
That's great, though. That's great.
Man. Sometimes I'm a bit biased in my car when I'm riding. I like to listen to our songs.
Wow.
That's not because, like I'm vain or anything. I like to listen to, like, is it nice enough? What's the mistake? Like, yo. So most of the times, if I'm not bumping my song, I'm bumping to an album that I'm feeling at the time.
So you're a perfectionist. That's what you're telling us.
A bit of a perfectionist. FJ is more of a perfectionist. Yo, like, when he's recording, he can change one, because it doesn't sound right. He'll be doing it all over again till it sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
that was Urban Hype with Pagati, in case you just joined us right here on Trans Africa Radio. We have the Ajay in the building. 1/3 of Urban Hype.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it right. Finally.
Goodness. Yeah. But yeah, man. So you here? You might be leaving collaborations. If you had a chance, I'm not saying you I don't know much about who you got on your emails or who you're calling right now. In South Africa right now, who you would like to get into the studio as AJ or as Urban Hype?
Okay, I'll give two answers. As AJ, this is my personal opinion, Super Mega, definitely, man.
AKA, yeah?
Yeah, man, I've been listening to his music for a while, since like the Victory Lab days.
Yeah.
Then I found out he was in like NTT, which was like
before.
I like one song of this. I used to play it a lot. So
yeah, man, I think we all
I look
love
up
that
to
one.
him a lot. He's like pretty dope. Yeah, I like the way he carries himself. He's not afraid to say what he wants, or what he thinks. Yeah, so Super Mega definitely number one. As Urban Hype in South Africa, funny thing, I think Urban Hype, maybe, I don't know, maybe someone like Java. Someone with that African touch. I feel like we can make some magic. Yeah.
Have you listened to his latest? He dropped something last week Friday.
No, I haven't, man.
Check it out.
Like I said, man, a bit with the music in the car, a bit, including my own space. But yeah, I'll definitely do that.
No, I started the show with a song that he dropped last week, sounding amazing as well.
Yeah.
So that's what you would do. What do you think about the current status of African music within the global perspective?
Yo, man, this is our time. I feel like our African music is where it's at. Like everyone is trying to jump on the wave. African music is being appreciated everywhere. Just yesterday, I saw a clip on the gram of Mr. Easy and Gigs performing. I don't know. I think it's a wireless festival.
The wireless festival.
Word for word.
Yeah.
The video was just off stage.
Yeah.
People threw tantrum. He got back and it was a party. In that moment, I was proud to be African. Like, yo, we're doing what these guys do. Like the whole crowd was calling for the video to come back. in the UK. That's not even in Nigeria or anywhere.
Yeah.
So like, yo, man, every day people are crossing the borders doing big things, and yo, I'm proud, man. Like, there's a lot going on. I feel like it's our time now.
Yeah.
Like, if there's ever a time for African music to cross those borders, because look at Jamaica, man. Like, their music is now accepted worldwide.
Yeah.
They came with that bang and they just stayed. Everyone dances to dance hall.
Mm.
They all want to collaborate with a Jamaican artist. So I feel like this is our time now. We need to put our stamp on the world, and it should stay there. It shouldn't fade.
Yeah.
Like, it should just be that thing. Like, oh, in Africa, there's this type of music, there's these artists, and every time we drop, it's just like the Jamaicans. It goes viral.
Yeah, awesome stuff. The Trans Africa Radio plays 100% African music. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, when I saw that, I don't know if I tweeted it. I was so happy. I didn't know, because like I used to follow the countdown, because obviously our song was on it. So I would follow who's there. Then I was like, wait, you know what? This is like, I'm seeing the names there, and I'm just like, this is a bit biased, you know. And then I didn't say nothing. Then I think you guys tweeted it, or I think I saw it on the site. I was like, you know what? We need more stations. Like, I'm not trying to be selfish, yo. The world, people are making music out there.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to the Drakes and the Yeezys and all those in the world. But yo, we need to push our own, and I'm happy you guys are pushing not just South African music, but African music as a whole. Like, I actually discover artists through you guys. There's some artists you play. There's Lay Lizzy, is it?
Lay Lizzy from Mozambique.
I heard his song first on you guys' station. Who else from Cameroon? There's a guy from Cameroon. Snap, his name is gone. He's a big artist in Cameroon. I googled him after I heard his song.
Man.
He's done a song with AKA as well.
He's crazy. I know him. I forgot his name. It's not on top of my head.
I put my brain on the spot, so I can't remember. But I discover a lot of artists thanks to you guys, and I feel the more you push, if I'm doing that, there's a whole lot of other people.
Stanley Eno.
Stanley Eno. He actually won an MTV award for Best New Artist sometime.
Yeah,
like,
Francophone.
Yeah. So, like, if I'm doing that, there's more other people doing that. So you guys are literally bringing Africa together. So we need more people to jump on that wave, man. And I'm sure it wasn't, I don't know how much of an easy decision it was just to play African music, but big up to you guys, and I love it. Most stations need to jump on that wave, man.
Yeah, there's a wars always about
man,
why you could just play like more like African Americans. They're like, nah, bro, they got MTV and stuff, man.
Yeah, man, we need more people pushing. Like I said, for us Zambian artists, when we see a station here playing our music, it's a big thing. Most people might not admit it, but I'll admit it. The first time I saw our song on the countdown, I think we were number 2 or peak.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I was telling my mom, look at this. Your sons are number 2 in SA, they're vibing to him.
Yeah.
I was telling my sister, my cousins, I was just telling everybody, yo, I used to dream of moments like this when I was younger, and when it's happening, it's so surreal. You fail to believe it. Like, you look at it and like, yo, is this for real? And you're just thinking. So I'm trying to inspire other people out there. And like I said, that's all starts with you guys. So more people need to do that. You guys, thank you for doing that. And you don't know how much of a difference you're making out there. You might not feel it, but you're making a difference in other people's lives. Like I said, my boy Brizzo, his song plays on your station. He was hitting me up like, bro, remember station you were number 2 at? They played my song, bro. Like, he was so happy. Like, yo, bro, we're doing this. This
like
is what
that. That was Brizzo. Like that.
That's a big song. And he was like, bro, this is what we're talking about. We sit all day, man, planning how we're gonna go big and then it all starts. This is the beginning. We're like, yo, look, we're being played in SA. This is not even like, we don't have people here you can call like, yo, it's no secret. When you're up and coming, you have your friends like, yo, bro, please call in the station, request my song. You know? But this is SA. You don't know nobody here, and they're playing your song, so you get that genuine love. Like, yo, I'm getting the love, and no lie, such moments inspire us to make more songs. You know, people are listening out there.
Yeah, most def.
Yeah.
A huge shout out to you. Thank you very much for joining us in the studio.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a blast.
Bring the whole group next time.
Yeah, man. Like I said, this was just a little holiday for me and my mom, so I couldn't bring everybody. But yo, man, the guys are probably tuned in now. I told them I'm coming here. They want to come. We're planning an SM media tour. Would definitely start with here. You guys are like, I feel like your family.
Most definitely.
I feel like hijacking the show, but yo, I'm gonna behave myself.
Oh, man,
I feel so comfortable here. I feel like telling you to go. Like, yo, we're done here. You know what I'm saying? This is the re-up show with the Ajay all the way from Zambia. Got this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna behave myself and just, get back to my little shell and just go back home. Yeah, but yo, man, it's been a blast having me. Yo, man, more people need to come through and jump on this wave. You guys you're holding us down.
All right, awesome stuff. Huge shout outs to your mom as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for raising a great young man, man. He's in the studio out here representing not just the family but the country as a whole. You're doing very well, my G. All right, then, it's been a beautiful one. Let's get into this one. Urban Hype, Calligraph Jones, as well as Scales. This one's titled Champagne. A huge shout out to the AJ for joining us in studio.
It's got to be
This is Urban Hype.
Real and proper.
Them say no, this we better than
Thick and board hair, pepper planes, and we're flying to the bar.
trips from here to the bar to the table, till the sun come out. Like that.
This is Trans Africa Radio.